I'll sit corrected on that one, Curtis.
No, you've got that right. It's been around for a long time, Corey.
Certainly has. Right, received from Murphy. Looks to square it in. Now the ball's in dispute. And through Newchurch, who doesn't need too much room at all in which to create an awful lot of damage as he walks his way through and gets his first. One straight for Adelaide. South Adelaide 2-2, 14, 17 minutes gone. Somewhat against the flow, but Newchurch bobs up at just the right time.
Fell back with it and took it on the chest. Now he's in a bit of trouble, but he's got pace and he's got agility, so he uses that to his advantage and goes long where Mackesy crashed the contest. Ball picked up and Newchurch again, who just slams it on the boot, looking for a miracle goal. And how is that one gone? It's gone. Well, it looked like the goal umpire was about to signal. We'll have to wait and see how this plays out. He mustn't have thought across the line, but no, now he's rushing out. So the goal umpire is rushing out to the field umpire, and I think he's going to come back and say that was across the line, or there'll be a consult to determine exactly what happened. But yeah, I was watching his body language, CK, and he was shaping for a goal, right?
I thought so as well, to be perfectly honest. I thought that is the...
And it is a goal. There we go. Crows with a mark through Worrell on the outer side. Decides to go short. Scholl, who's had more and more of it as the game's gone on, and ball knocked out of his arms after he took the mark, so 25-metre penalty is paid. And Scholl can go into the forward 50 now. Again, congestion back there. It's fallen off hands, and it's McKenzie who's celebrating the goal, and that's for a reason. He popped it through the middle, so the Crows get their third. Very long. It falls over the back. Handball comes out to Crouch, who's leading disposal getter at the moment. Here's Ben Davis with those bright boots, and he was just put off his kick at the right moment. Taylor with a clever tap to Newchurch. Speaking of clever, he's done some brilliant things so far, and on this occasion he just chips it over to Murphy, who has a little bit of space, pops it over the top, through the middle of the goals. And that is a beautiful bit of transition play from the Adelaide Crows. They go to 4-6-30.
So Brown is about a kick and a half out from the best range at the moment. So to send it up towards the hot spot. Plenty flying for it. Tap down, just trying to dance his way through and getting a goal out of nowhere. Lockie Gallant. To the near silence of the Adelaide crowd.
That was definitely what a lovely bit of roving work from Gallant there. And
great work in there from Bogue. We just had to really finish off the execution, did everything else right. Adelaide are about to send it straight back in from whence it came. That man again, Tarek Newchurch, who's going to dance around, have a shot, and he has three in the first half. 6-6-42 Adelaide, South Adelaide 4-3-27, 15-point margin Adelaide, 24 and a half gone. Who can normally think his way through these situations like a college professor, brings it back inboard. Unfortunately, his pass failed that time. Ball comes out now towards the Crouch direction. Looping handball, isolated McKenzie. Puts it up towards the top of the 50. Was a beautifully weighted kick towards Louis Sharrod. He's looking to play it out towards Newchurch. He's going to waltz his way through traffic. Handball over the top. And finishing off there is Matty Wright for his first goal of the day. 7-7-49 Adelaide. South Adelaide 6-3-39. 10-point margin against the flow of the opening 11 minutes.
Not punished at the other end of the ground, though, so maybe got away with it. Here's Hall trying to gather. Just ends up going off the ground towards Rose, who's over the footy, tackled strongly by Newchurch. Rose somehow stood up under the tackle pressure. Handball from Cook over the top to Mackesy. He has a chance, waltzes in, and, well, Gallant's by himself in the goal square, and as easy as you like, he pops it through. That's two in a row for the Crows. They extend their lead, 8-7, 55, 16-point leaders over South, 6-3-39.
Snap comes back and Ramsey takes it on the last line of defence. That's going to be a throw-in.
Well done, Chris Hall. He read where that handball was going and anticipated, jumped up and knocked it out of bounds for the Crows. So nice bit of defensive forward work there from the veteran. And that left to right rather, down that end of the ground is quite vicious, as we saw on that occasion. It's getting worse as the day goes on. This one's hacked out of the air from Crouch, and something from nothing, he's scored a goal. So the Crows' run continues. They move on to 9-7. And Sharrod, who handballs to Crouch, he hasn't stopped running today. Here's Boyle now. He's been very busy himself. Newchurch does well, keeps his feet, although Haynes in a good battle, both one-on-one, scrapping for the footy. Boyle arrived in time to pluck it out there, and Somerton going to ground, needed to take the mark, bounced off his chest. Mackesy now putting him under pressure. Wright escapes with the footy as easy as you like, pops it over the top, and that's another one for the Crows. And this is getting worrying for South Adelaide. 10-7, 67, the Crows lead by 28 points.
Crows again up and towards the attacking zone. Long snap at the goals. Now, is that going to be a free for Matt Wright in the goal square? Yep, he was being held, he was being impeded. There were probably 2 or 3 he could have picked there. Matty Broadbent querying things briefly, in doing so allows Matty Wright to spin around and kick his 3rd goal for the term from 50. Just opens up the angle and looks to work that back.
Great kick.
For his 4th goal as we tick over towards 14 and a half minutes here. Looks to work that back. Cooks first for the day. Turner trying to tap it to advantage. Then Curvis. Sarah's about to send it straight back in. Brown. Now Brown's just twisting and turning. This is set up for Newchurch, who's going to go for the fly. Comes in board now. Let's see if he can finish this one off. No, does the unselfish and isolates Lockie Murphy in the goal square, who waltzes around and gets the margin out to 50 points for the first time, to the sound of complete indifference from the South Adelaide crowd. 14-16, 100, South Adelaide 7-6, 48.
Crouch with the fend off, going in strongly. Matt Rose won the footy for his team, and here's Chris Hall, gathers it nicely, and a good handball over to Sharrod. Gets the handball off to Brown, handball again to Crouch. It's just a chain of handballs. Newchurch again, can he score this one? Wheels around, and he's got 4 for the day, Tarek Newchurch. Lovely passage of play from the Adelaide Crows.